Hello, my name is Daniel Thau. I'm also known as Paradigm. I'm the founder and lead developer of Bedrock Linux. While the project still has quite a ways to go, it has progressed immensely since the last video I made, the release of the first public alpha. It's progressed efficiently, a lot of our goals have been met, things just work, that I've labeled the latest release beta. And I thought it'd be fitting, the first beta, that I would make another video. For those of you not familiar with the project, the goal is to allow end users to install software from any Linux distribution and have it just work effectively natively. There's no virtualization, there's no containers, nothing is restricted any more than you expect from any package being installed through apt or yum or pacman or whatever other package manager. The difference is you can use apt and yum and pacman and install almost every package from almost every Linux distribution. At least that's the goal. As an example here, in my home directory I've got a video of a presentation I gave at the Ohio Linux Fest in 2002. I'd like to watch it, but I don't have any media players installed. They're all not there. So let's install some. If you want to install, say, a media player from Debian, you can do it just like you do it on Debian with apt-get install. Do VLC from Debian as an example. When this finishes, we'll see it runs just like it would on any other Debian-based distribution. Here the video also has a man page, and that works. However, I can also run pacman to get, say, MPB from pacman, and I can run MPB now. MPB works fine. This is a man page, that works fine. Finally, let's get caffeine from Fedora to RPM Fusion, and this also works just like you'd expect. I should be able to run it once it's done installing, and it's got a man page as well. So caffeine launches. It seems very upset that I'm not using DLS, but still runs fine. Additionally, man caffeine, it does not have a man page, or I can't spell it. Yeah, no man page for it, but it should register here in the application menu, along with VLC. MPB did not. So yeah, all these commands work like you'd expect if they're native. The difference being, I got them all from different distributions. They do work. Here's MPB playing the video. Here is VLC playing the video. Here is caffeine playing the video. It just works like it's native. If you didn't know where to look, you wouldn't realize those three programs came from different distributions. So this is, as I'm sure you can imagine, this kind of flexibility can be very useful depending on your exact needs and your requirements or your interests, what you want to do. Personally, I tend to prefer running older, more better tested software as you would get from something like Debian or a rel clone. And so on this particular install with Bedrock Linux that I'm demonstrating, the majority of the software is Debian-based. So this command will show which distribution provides a given process. So my Xorg is from Debian, as is the shell. However, I'm using FFmpeg to record, and I got that from Arch because I found the Debian version had some bug where the audio and video were desyncing very, very badly. That does not seem to be happening on Arch. I didn't have to debug it, I didn't have to go fiddle with the flags, or ran the exact same command I expected to, I just had a different package. For another example of something I would not get from Debian is Steam. Steam targeting desktops, it best tested against distributions like Ubuntu. And even if Valve has the effort, the resources to test against multiple distributions, I can't be as confident that every particular package I get through Steam does. But you can't expect that they will all test against Ubuntu, so I just run it against Ubuntu's libraries, and that works fine. With the 32 here, I purposely did this to remind myself to mention that on Bedrock Linux you can install software from 32 and 64-bit systems if you want. They interact just fine. There's no problem there. I can demonstrate Steam working. Steam Portal, for example. This launches Portal. runs at the same frame rate you'd expect from any other distribution. it's more dependent on things like your desktop environment, if you're depositing Bedrock. I also am running some other packages from other distributions to show that you can. For example, OpenBox, the window manager I'm using, I'm getting from government testing, or x54 panel down here is from Arch. I did that purposely to demonstrate that things like Xorg and your desktop environment and different parts of your desktop environment don't have to be from the same distribution. You can mix and match quite well, which is something that you would not be able to do with containers, at least not nearly as cleanly. Everything interacts just like it was all intended for the same distribution. This is exceedingly useful. It's nice, it's pleasant. You don't have to do this kind of setup. You don't have to make your system Debian based. That's just what I like to do. I know, for example, other people use Bedrock Linux, may make their entire system, or much of their system, Gentoo based, and then get packages from other distributions where they don't have the patience to compile something. So if they want to try something out now that they heard someone else talking about, it's really cool, they can do that, and then they can leave the machine overnight compiling to have it run through Gentoo the next day. Or you don't have to have anything be the base. You can pick equally from different distributions. There's quite a lot of freedom. That's about everything I can think of demonstrating at the moment. I think you got the general idea. I could keep installing packages from different distributions, or giving examples of the way I use it, or other people use it, or hypotheticals where it could be useful. I think you guys get the idea. If you want to learn more or try out the latest release, our first beta, go to bedrocklinux.org. If you have any questions at all, or just want to stop in and say hi, feel free to enter our IRC room, which is #bedrock on Freenode. Thank you for watching.